compared to that, Hooters is fine. You know, it's not, Hooters is actually in a way kind of modest. The women are totally clothed, all right, and they're not.
So Michael Knowles, if I'm getting this correctly, is making his argument for Hooters and his devotion and love for the franchise based on the fact that it's not as bad. He is using harm reduction for Booba. I never thought I'd see the day. This is fantastic. Thank you, Michael. You're making my day. Okay. I just want to quickly see what Michael Knowles is all about.
I want to turn to a topic that is near and dear to my heart. Hooters. You know Hooters? It's the chicken place where you get wings and beer and the women have kind of short shorts on and tight little t-shirts, and it's not the most politically correct place and it's not the most feminist place, but it is a place where people often go on their bachelor parties. So Hooters, and the reason they go is because they have great chicken. It's like when people say, I read Playboy for the articles, you go to Hooters for the chicken wings. They are actually excellent chicken wings. So Hooters has...
This dude has a lot of skeletons in his closet. I didn't know how many until now, but now it's just gotta be, woof, oh boy, howdy. This kind of like cold, calculated demeanor, fake smile. Oh my.
Hooters has a new uniform, and the uniforms were already a little risque. And starting...
Yes, the chicken is good. I can confirm that. I think the meme that people go to Hooters for the chicken is just kind of ridiculous, you know, because there is better fried chicken virtually everywhere, but the fried chicken is good.
This month, all Hooters girls are required to wear these new shorts, which are even less modest than the old.
He's like a 5-year-old talking about this stuff. He's like, this is something near and dear to my heart. I'm a big fan of Hooters for the chicken wings, of course. That's all I care about.
Old shorts, and they kind of display a little bit more in the way of the tights and the curves and the things that a lot of people go to Hooters to see. So they say the old shorts should not be worn. Some women are upset about this. I doubt that really any of the Hooters staff members are upset about this. Right? They're working at Hooters. They know what they're signing up for. Okay, this is not some Victorian bed and breakfast or something. This is a place where
fuck 'em.
You are there to cater to guys who want to see women wearing skimpy little outfits. But
wait, I thought they were just there for the wings, Michael. I'm hearing mixed messages here, my dude. What's going on? I thought this was just an establishment that serves a very delicious crispy chicken wing. But at the same time, I mean, should your eyes wander, you may get a little extra treat.
Some people are offended on behalf of the people who are at Hooters, and they're saying this is awful and terrible and patriarchal and sexist and whatever. I find myself a little bit torn here.
Oh.
Because I don't...
Because on the one hand, Catholic values, but on the other hand, pee-pee warm. Not sure what to say.
I think that we ought to encourage more licentiousness in the culture. I think we've got plenty of that, and I'm not of the opinion of the libertines, or sometimes the libertarians who trend a little libertine to say, yeah, woohoo, do whatever you want, fulfill any base desires that you have, just don't make me pay for it, or something like that. I think it's good to orient our public policy toward virtue and away from vice. But I think there's a pretty conservative argument for Hooters, okay? And it's a distinction that increasingly in our culture, the left especially, but even the right kind of fails to understand. And that is the difference between something that is suggestive and something that is obscene. On the grand scope...
Sorry to interrupt this. What is this by Short Fat Otaku? 20 years ago, it was not about wanting to come out as gay to your conservative parents. Same energy, to be honest. Teenagers will always do and be what their parents tell them not to do. Rebellion is part of growing up. You did it when you were 13. Now you suddenly think it's problematic. Is he really using this conservative talking point?
Of our culture, Hooters is actually pretty wholesome, okay? We live in a culture that is saturated in porn, so obviously there's hardcore porn all over the internet. We live in a culture where you can barely turn on a TV show.
In fact, the internet has changed that forever. Thanks to Rule 34, technically, everything is porn. Even you, Michael, right now, this segment, your segment that you put on YouTube, could technically be porn to someone. Depends on their tastes.
without seeing all sorts of crazy sex stuff and all crazy sorts of violence and really bizarre sorts of things. You can barely look at a billboard. I was in New York. I was on the subway in New York. They've got advertisements all over the subway car, and it was for one of the dating apps.
Do I remember when Hooters attempted to start an airline? No. When did that happen?
And it's all sorts of people licking each other.
Hooters was one of the ones back in the day that got in trouble for only hiring white girls? No way. Oh, fuck. I can totally see that.
And in all sorts of crazy positions, and it's a guy and a girl and two dudes and two chicks and like a guy and a girl and a goat. And I don't know. It's all weird stuff, okay? And you think...
Tell me more about your search history, Michael. I feel like a lot of self-reports are going down in this episode right now.
Compared to that, Hooters is fine. You know, it's not... Hooters is actually, in a way, kind of modest. The women are totally clothed, all right? And they're not...
So Michael Knowles, if I'm getting this correctly, is making his argument for Hooters and his devotion and love for the franchise based on the fact that it's not as bad. He is using harm reduction for Booba. I never thought I'd see the day. This is fantastic. Thank you, Michael. You're making my day. Hooters Air. Hooters Air was an airline headquartered in Myrtle Beach, Southern California in the United States. Hooters Air was operated by Winston-Salem, North Carolina-based Pace Airlines, both as an ad hoc private charters, scheduled U.S. public charters, such, and it closed. Okay. So it was only open for 3 years. Aside from the unorthodox neighborhood chain restaurant tie-in, Hooters Air sought to differentiate itself from other carriers with a distinctive style of in-flight service. The carrier was marketed towards golfers in an effort to bring casual and tournament players. Two Hooters girls dressed in the restaurant uniforms were on each flight, assisting the traditionally attired in-flight crew. Okay. Although Hooters Air billed itself as a low-fare carrier, row seats were removed from the aircraft to provide 34-inch seating pitched to all passengers, comparable to the legroom offered by many carriers' business classes. I see. Greasy.
It's not a brothel. It's not a strip club. It's a chicken restaurant. It reminds me of the perennial debate, the non-controversy over "Baby, It's Cold Outside." You know, it's a baby.
This is like the edging argument for Hooters, but I mean, shouldn't Michael be more self-aware here that, like, obviously if people are going there for a certain kind of titillation, it basically sounds like he wants to PG-13 the world. He's like, I understand y'all are depraved and you have your urges. I mean, we all do. You heard about my search history. So on top of that, I just want to say that if you are going to have to give in to your base desires to get that sweet, sweet chicken, then what you should be doing is doing it somewhere where, of course, not all of the flesh has been revealed. We can keep it still quite honorable.
Baby, it's cold outside. Well, I really can't stay. Baby, it's cold outside. And the libs listen to the lyrics, which are of a guy inviting this woman in to have a cup of cocoa or to have maybe something a little stronger than that. And the woman says, no, I really can't. No, I really shouldn't. He says, no, baby, come on. It's cold out there. You don't want to go back out there. No, I should go home. No, really, come on in, right? And the libs say, well, this is a song about rape. It's rapey. He's trying to rape her.
Oh, I know what he's referencing.
Because the libs don't understand the difference between rape and coercion and seduction, right?
I knew it. So many skeletons. Holy shit. Like, okay, hold on. Okay, dude. Let's look this. I know this was a massive controversy. Dean Martin's song, Baby It's Cold Outside. I really can't stay, but baby, it's cold outside. I've got to go away, but baby, it's cold outside. This evening has been hoping that you'd drop in. So very nice. I'll hold your hand, just like ice. My mother will start to worry. Beautiful, what's your hurry? My father will be pacing the floor. Listen to the fireplace roar. So I'd really better scurry. Beautiful, please don't hurry. Well, maybe just half a drink more. Put some records on while I pour. The neighbors might think, baby, it's bad out there. Say, what's in this drink? Like, I was like, once we reach this one, come on. It's kind of like, you get why people were like, oh yeah, this song's kind of rapey. Say, what's in this drink? No cads to be had out there. No cabs. You can't leave. It's the implication. I wish I knew how. Your eyes are like starlight now. To break the spell, I'll take your hat. Your hair looks swell. I ought to say, no, sir. Mind if I'm moving closer? At least I'm going to say that I tried. What's the sense of hurting my pride? I really can't stay. Baby, don't hold doubt. Both? Baby, it's cold outside. One of them is, the answer is no. Baby, it's cold outside. My sister will be suspicious. Gosh, your lips look delicious. My brother will be here at the door. Waves upon a tropical shore. My maiden aunt's mind is vicious. Gosh, your lips are delicious. But maybe just a cigarette more? Never such a blizzard before. Like, you get it, right? Fine, it was a different time. I mean, I think around this period, it was like legally acceptable to rape your own wife. But like, that doesn't change what the lyrics are saying. It's like fucking nuclear levels of creepy.
The whole point of Baby It's Cold Outside is that the woman actually does want to stay. It's not that she's fleeing the man. It's like, no, get me out of here, call the cops.
So he's gone from no means no to like 20 rejections means yes, basically. This is like thing after thing. Like, I should really go. I'm sorry. I'll talk to you in the morning. No, I got it. No, can I leave? No, please? Oh, okay. Well, if I just have half a drink, will you allow me to leave then? Because I'm scared right now because of the implication that's going down? No? Okay, well, what the fuck is going on here?
That's right. She is attracted to the man is attracted to her, and in the traditional way of doing things.
In the whimsical song, it may appear that way. I understand. Oh yes, it's just all dancing and music, and she's smiling, and as she pushes him away because he's obviously putting a little too forward, they do little pirouettes and then sit back down, and it all sounds like magical. Like, holy shit.
Until about 5 minutes ago, the man would pursue the woman, and the woman would be modest and resist in a way, and then acquiesce if she liked the guy, or not acquiesce if she didn't like the guy. And now
that's what she did, like 20 times. 20 times resisted. He just kept on pushing.
Now we pretend that men and women are exactly the same, and men need to take 6 months of paternity.
No, we don't. That's like a straw man that basically the Jordan Petersons of the world have levied against the left. That's what that's always been.
Leave or whatever to chest feed or something. I don't know. There's a lot of jargon now, but men and women actually are different, and Baby It's Cold Outside, even though it's a song about a guy wanting to sleep with a girl and a girl wanting to sleep with the guy, in a way it's sort of wholesome as well, okay?
The fucking rape anthem is wholesome. Holy shit. She really wants it though. She's just not making it obvious. Continue, pursue.
There's something perfectly normal
this
about
thing is the biggest
that men are
self-report I've
attracted
ever
to
seen
women,
on
women are
Knowles.
attracted to men, and we need to constrain those desires in a certain way and limit them, and not just have everybody running around naked, putting all sorts of things in all sorts of places, but actually need to restrain them, even if it is just with a skimpy Hooters outfit. I'm so glad.
Holy shit. This is just fucking one of the creepiest dudes now. Like, I've always thought he was creepy. He's just kind of got that, like, dead stare where it's just like, yeah, no, I'm really excited to talk about these kind of issues that concern me deeply. But wow. Just wow. Oh, Michael. I'm glad Hassan, destroyed you. Do you enjoy the Serfs, but prefer not to have to use your eyeballs? Many are saying this. Well, we've got the solution for you. It's the Serf Times in podcast form. Available on most major podcasting networks now. If you enjoy it, please consider leaving a good review and feedback because it really helps the show out, apparently, and it's free, just like the podcast.
To our gods, Xander Corvus and Peyton L. Just, we will build a ladder to heaven to deliver you the daily news. To our monarch, Tom Spiker, we are your most humble of clownish jesters. To our lords, Trevor R. and Alexander Thaler, you have our undying fealty. To our knights of the round table, Nate, that one guy, Hagbird Celine, Matthew Scarborough, Stellar Vision, Ariana McCarthy, Daniel Sutton, Ants Are Still Running the World, Coulter Smith, Tom Groh, Val 9000, Jenna Tal, Quiet 185, Anna Loves Riley, Riley and Anna, Omni, Poodlehawk. The Tim Caucus, Multimondi, Trevor Janis, Lemmy 101, Anthropophojak, Saren 42, Chronic to Hemphog, Catherine, Radical Maniac, Ramon Acosta, Incosin, Violent Orchard, Sophie Baby, Political Puppy, Andreas Chiringuito, Zach Christensen, Josh Mickelson, Todd Buckingham, and Todd Lajeunesse. We shall meet you in the tavern, and we raise a drink, and we salute you.